it's Allison. Welcome back to Financial Flamingo. Today I just want to do a quick video talking about my current financial situation and what has been going on in May. So I know I've been a little bit behind on videos, but I just wanted to share some exciting things that have been going on during May as I kind of transition into June, and then what my goals are going to be for June. So let's just go ahead and get right into this video. So the first thing that I want to share is that I actually paid off my student loans this month. That was my main goal for May, was to pay off my last student loan, and I actually did it. So I am really excited to only be down to 2 loans now. I was able to do this because my dad and I had an agreement that every payment that I make on my student loans, he would match until they were paid off. So going into the start of May, I had about $1,200 of student loans left. So I needed to come up with $600 to pay on my student loans. So about, I think like $100-ish dollars came out of my actual budget. And then I was able to pull the rest of the money out of my business. So that was really, really helpful that I have this business. Otherwise, there's no way I would have been able to pay that off so fast. I was able to pay it off around the 15th when I got paid, and then when I got my business income on the 20th. So really exciting. It is officially paid off. The account I can't even bring up on my phone anymore. So I'm so happy I don't have to deal with Fed loans anymore. Don't have to worry about it. It's just done. So I'm never gonna have to worry about student loans ever again, which is so exciting. So I've talked about this a little bit before, but my next goal is to pay off my credit card, and I have sort of figured out how I am, and I am going to not have a credit card going forward. That is kind of going to be my goal, is to just like not have a credit card. So the main things that I'm doing in June to prep myself to pay off my credit card is to beef up our emergency fund a little bit to make sure that we have savings in place in case anything happens, so that I don't have to worry about depending on a credit card for an emergency. And then I am also saving money for work travel. So I've talked about this a little bit before, but I have been really good in the past about not using my credit card for pretty long stretches of time. I'll just get out of habit of using it, and then it's like I don't have it until I travel for work. And then I end up using my credit card again, and then it's kind of like a mental thing, because I'll start using it for work stuff, and then I'll be like, oh, I can get this one thing. Oh, I can get this one thing. And then I'm in the cycle of using my credit card again. So I really just like don't want to have that be a thing at all. So my original plan had been to pay off my credit card, and as I paid it down, to drop the limit until the limit was only like $3,000. And I think that was a good plan, but it's just been so hard to get started, if that makes sense. Like, I'm in such a habit of using the card now that it was hard to like get good momentum going forward, which is why I took a break and moved on to paying my student loans off. So now that those are paid off, I'm kind of transitioning back. So I think what I'm actually doing now, or I don't think, this is what I'm doing. I've already put it in motion. So I opened a new checking account with a new debit card. And I already have the debit card. So it's fully set up. And I am going to save $2,000 in that account to use for work travel. So I'll be using actual cash that I have for work travel. So work does reimburse me for this travel. It's not like I'm paying for it out of pocket. I pay for it, and then at the end of the month, I put in an expense report for the money that I spent during that month, and then I get paid out usually at the beginning of the next month. So I get the money back, but when it's on a credit card, it's just hard to have it make any progress when you're paying off stuff you've already spent. So I wanted to just be cash, so that when I spend the money, I can see exactly what I need to refill in that account, and I can put the money right back in there. So that is my plan. So to get me started, I'm saving the $2,000. That is what I'm working on right now, is saving that $2,000. I think I have like 200-ish in the account right now. Once I have that money saved up, I am going to cut up the card, literally cut it up, because I don't want to be able to have access to it. I pretty much have figured out myself when I don't have self-control when it comes to a credit card, I need to just not really have one. So I'm just gonna completely cut off all access to it, which is why I want to make sure that we have plenty of emergency savings. So I'm gonna cut up the card once I have that $2,000. I'm also gonna go through all of my online accounts and delete the card off of there so that I don't have that access either. Because if I just don't have access, then I won't use it. So that is the plan there. Once I do that, I'm going to be going full force to pay it off. So everything extra that I have will be going to that card to pay it off as quick as I can. And it is my goal to have that card paid off by the end of 2020, which is going to be a little bit tough, but I'm hoping to increase my business income. And I'm also hoping possibly for a raise in the next month or two. So hoping that with a little bit extra coming in from my business that I'll be able to make it happen. So that is the goal for the rest of 2020. Pay off Discover, get rid of Discover, not have Discover anymore, not have a credit card. So I do want to talk a little bit about not having a credit card, because I know some people are going to be like, well, you're not going to have good credit, your credit's going to go down, what are you going to do? So I'm actually not going to close the card. I'm going to leave the card open even though I don't have a physical card, so that it doesn't just completely tank my credit score. I think what I'm going to do is leave a couple automatic payments, so probably like Netflix and probably like Canva or something. I'm going to have those auto pay off of my credit card, and then I'm just going to have those built into my budget and just pay those bills to my credit card so that there's no balance. It'll just continually be paid off like I'm paying a bill, essentially. So that is the plan, to kind of keep my credit going instead of actually closing the card. I think that will be better for me, because once I'm out of the habit of using it, I won't order a new card. I just know I won't. I have a credit card account from a credit card that I paid off in the past that I don't have a card for, and I just don't use it. I don't have access to it, and I'm not going to call and get a new card for that account. I just, once it's paid off and I don't have access to it, I just know that I'm not gonna have a problem. So that is my plan for that. That is really where I am with my finances at this point. I also am going to make a point to continue to put money into my sinking funds for the rest of the year. Our vet fund got pretty depleted with all of the stuff we had to do with our dog recently. So I just want to make sure that I keep putting the same amount of money in those every month, so that when things come up, we have plenty of funds to deal with them. I'm putting money aside for Christmas, vet fund, property taxes, car maintenance, gifts, and then I'm also starting a sinking fund to save for a new cell phone, because my phone has started being really stupid and not holding a charge and doing some other weird things. And I use my phone a lot for my business. I use it for Instagram and Facebook and responding to YouTube comments. I just use it for a whole bunch of different things on the go for my business. So I do really need a phone that works really well. It's fine for the moment, like it works fine, but I do want to start a sinking fund so that when it's on its last leg, I don't have to worry about putting, either making payments on a phone, which I don't want to do, or trying to cash flow a phone, because phones are so expensive. So that is really my plan at this time. Pay off my credit card and focus on building up those sinking funds. I would really like to get a base amount in all of my sinking funds so that I'm really just adding to it. I've been consistently putting money in my sinking funds, but for example, the vet fund, I feel like every time it gets to $500, we have a vet visit, and it never makes it past that. So I'd really like to start hitting those a little bit hard and get a good amount of money built up so that when we have an expense, it's not wiping out the entire fund. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with sinking funds, I will link the video up in the cards where I break down my sinking funds for the year and talk about the basics of sinking funds. So they have been a budget lifesaver and I love them. I just want to make sure that I'm continuing to use them and put money in like I should be. So that is really all of the financial stuff I have going on at the moment. I have really liked having my membership. So I opened a new membership for Financial Flamingo in the beginning of May. It's called Flamingo Fundamentals, and I feel like so far it has helped me like really stick to my goals and get my student loans paid off, just because I'm constantly talking to you guys that have you're all kind of like-minded. You want to reach your financial goals, you're paying off debt, you're saving money, and it's just been great. So it's just been really great to get to directly talk to others that are working on the same goals and get used to just chatting about finances and holding each other accountable. So that has been really awesome, and I think it's been helping me a lot with sticking to my goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video enjoyable, just me rambling about where I'm currently at with my finances, but I hope it gives you guys a little bit of motivation to keep pushing towards your goals, since I was finally able to pay off my student loans. So if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will be putting up new videos every Tuesday and Saturday about productivity, budgeting, personal finance, and building my multiple streams of income. So thank you guys so much for watching. Any relevant links will be down in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.